Hi, everybody. Happy to have you here with me in the locker room tonight. I'm Alan Locher. Kim Zimmer made her TV debut back on One Life to Live in 1978 and met her husband, AC Weary, a few years earlier doing Summer Stock in 1974. The two married in 1981 and over the years built both a life and a legacy together, raising three children, Rachel, Max, and Jake, and now celebrating life as proud grandparents to five grandchildren. I've known Kim since she first stepped on to the set of Guiding Light in 1983. I was a fan from day one and first met her outside the Guiding Light studio on 26th Street in 1985. Over the years, I'd see Kim at the studio, at softball games, fan events, and her unforgettable cabaret performances. Through those early years, I also got to know AC and the entire Weary clan. Friendships that have lasted for decades. And in 1997, Kim and I had the chance to work together, which made those early fan moments come full circle. I'm so grateful to know them both. And tonight, I'm thrilled to finally welcome this talented, loving husband and wife duo to the locker room for a long overdue conversation. Please welcome AC Weary and Ms. Kim Zimmer. Hello.
What am I doing here?
They want to hear from you too. It's so good to see you. And what a great way to end the week with you two fabulous people. Thank you for doing this.
You bet. Yeah. We're happy to be here.
This past August.
I am too.
Good. This past August, you celebrated 44 years of marriage.
Right.
And Kim, you posted that this wonderful man has kept me alive, well-fed, laughing, and full of love for 44 years. For both of you, when you look back, what do you think has been the glue that's kept your relationship so strong through all of life's chapters?
Laughter.
Yeah, I've always said a sense of humor. You know, it gets harder and harder as you get older and crankier, but he may think something's funny and I may not.
but I really agree. I think it is so true. It breaks not something you learn as a kid, but it breaks down walls. It just laughter is the best medicine. I really believe it.
Yes.
Well, otherwise you don't deal with it. Whatever the problem is, you're trapped. If you start laughing about it, then you have a way out. So anyway,
and today
that's the philosophy I'm going to give tonight.
That's it. Well, speaking, of kept you alive, what did it mean to have this man by your side during your journey? And you went and had your booby test today. Tell everybody.
Yes, and it was thumbs up. Everything was, there were a couple of little issues and everything was benign. So they ended up doing an ultrasound and everything's good. So on to another 6 months, I'll have another one. It's, every 6 months for the next 3 years of my life. But, hey, it's worth it. It's all worth it. So, I could never have done this without him. I believe I spoke of him when we did when I first came out and told everybody, and that how important it is to have someone in your life that you can lean on and he would cook me 3 different meals. I just wasn't hungry for anything. And he would prepare like 3 different choices, for me to see if I could eat anything.
A doctor told me that, said you better have 3 choices because you never know on what in any given day, what is going to turn her off. And so you try to
most of the meals were white, they were like potatoes or rice or,
Oh yeah. Simple, stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Easy.
Grits.
AC, as someone's caregiver, and gone through the whole journey, what piece of advice could you share that might help somebody who's a caregiver right now?
Oh, well, just have a sense of humor, keep going, be positive, And when you're ready to cry, leave the room. Just come back in, set yourself up, come back in, and it'll all be good. I mean, it's all fear of the unknown, right? Because in the beginning, you don't know how things are going to go, and once you have a plan, it makes life much easier. But in the beginning, before you get into the treatment, that's the hardest time. But once you're in the treatment, they give you everything you need.
Right.
Listen to them. They're the pros. And then just try to keep it light and come up with options. You're almost raising a kid again. I don't mean that, but
No,
I mean,
no.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
He would take me out and we would walk for as much as I could walk.
it's distractions.
It is. And
Yeah, but lower your expectations and head on out there. That's all.
Well, we're all thrilled. I can see all the messages. Everybody's thrilled to hear the good news.
And I have to say that I think it's the same with childbirth. Yes, we go through the pain, and yes, I went through the treatment and everything, but I think it's harder on the person that is just there giving support. I mean, that's really hard,
And watching your loved one suffer. Yeah. I mean, that's not having,
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
No, I know. Cause with my mom, but watching them suffer is hard, but they are suffering. They are suffering 100% and going through some.
Can't help at all, except for, breathe, puff, puff. Blow.
Oh, in childbirth. Yes.
That is so funny. I was just listening to Chris O'Donnell on an interview. He said he passed out at his first child's birth.
That happens. They're not breathing.
Yeah. Totally wild. I know you met at Summerstock, but the two of you ending up in the same career. Kim, I know you've shared this before, but AC first, what led you into the arts, AC?
Well, I had a really great acting teacher, Bob Hobbs at Ohio University, and everything was designed to eventually make it to New York in the training program. And then because of Zelda Fitchhandler and the whole TCG audition process, you could audition and get your first equity card working in regional theater. And so I followed that process. I didn't want to go to New York without an equity card. And then as it worked out, I had a SAG card too. So we were both kind of snaking our way around the country. She was training in San Francisco, and I was doing theater, my first professional theater gig in Seattle. And we saw each other then, and then we were both together in Chicago, which was a great time. Mm-hmm. And she was doing, dinner theater with the stars, and I was schlepping up to Milwaukee to earn $1.250. Doing A Christmas Carol.
No, but doing good theater.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good.
Your theater was better than my theater.
No, it was Nagel Jackson's production. It was top-notch stuff. And the Pabst Theater in Milwaukee was definitely first rate. But we kept, together. And then we both kind of knew we were headed to New York. And I think you went first because you.
No, you went first because you were.
No, but you flew in to do the guest spot on One Life.
Oh, right.
And then I went through Montreal,
right,
and showed up there. And then
it's been a long time.
And I was going to say it's only a couple years ago.
And water and couch sat.
And you kind of figured out where we
all over Manhattan.
AC, was this your choice out of high school? Like theater, the arts was something you wanted to follow?
No, it was a series of mistakes. Because I followed my father's dream in the beginning, was to be outdoors and be in forestry. And that's what I went to forestry school at the Colorado State University. And I flunked out of there, but I did 2 plays and a workshop with the committee, which was like the Second City in San Francisco. And I knew that acting was it then. So I failed miserably, which is important, so that I could wipe all that stuff out of my system,
Clean slate.
start to focus. And then I came back, and then eventually a series of things led me to Ohio University. And then everything after that was kind of a drive, but a lot of incredible dumb luck, you know. So, but yeah, it was
Lucky for me.
her early.
Lucky for you. So do you remember the actual moment you two met?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We were on the campus at Hope College.
Yeah.
And I had been at this theater the summer before after high school graduation, and he wasn't there that summer. The next summer he came because of his friend who I knew from the summer before. Had these guys all come. We still have friends for life that all met at that theater that summer. We have, 5 friends that all met at that theater that summer who are still our friends to this day. But the girls were all in one house, the boys were all in another house, like frat houses and sorority houses. And I, bounced over my first day there to see my friend Tom Steckschulte and say hello to him. And I don't think Tom was even there.
Yeah, he was.
He was?
Yeah, he was.
He tells the story better.
No, but she came in, I saw her, and we started talking, and it was just basically her and all of the men in the company. And then slowly during all left. And then it was just the two of us. And then we said goodbye, and I went into the kitchen because it was lunchtime. And I said, what the heck happened? Where'd everybody go? And my friend Jay Perry, who was eating a tuna fish sandwich, said, too much sexual tension.
That's wild.
He played games with me. He actually was dating one of my best friends today, Nancy Sigworth. He was with her. I think he was, well, no, you liked her. I always said he was doing it on purpose to make me jealous, which I think he was.
There was a line for her.
Well, because I went to school there.
I know.
Well, speaking of Ohio University, did you just have a reunion?
Mm-hmm. 50.
That's incredible. With the theater group, the theater department.
It was amazing.
How did you know that?
He posted it. Or one of his friends tagged him. I don't know.
My friends posted it.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And everybody looks fantastic. And the people that couldn't be there ended up being on this overly large match game kind of Zoom. So you sit down in a chair and see everybody who wasn't there. And it was basically the two classes, our class and the class that was ahead of us. And it was just great to see everybody. And what an amazing, everybody had incredible careers and
everybody worked
and found a way to make it happen. As an actor, you're basically a school teacher. So you're only going to make so much money over the course of everything. And they find a way to act and teach and direct and playwright. And it's everybody had the same kind of incredible journey. It was really fun to see everybody.
And your roommate, tell everybody who your roommate was, right?
Oh, Rick.
Richard Dean Anderson.
Ricky Dean.
MacGyver.
Ricky Dean.
MacGyver, yeah.
We were roommates, yeah.
Crazy. I mean, what is it about theater people? I mean, because it really is. I mean, that bond, 50 years that you all came together. That's
yeah.
You don't see that.
You get very close very quickly, especially doing summer repertory theater where you're doing a different show every night, putting the sets up, taking them down every night for the next show, and everybody works together so hard. You spend every waking moment with this group of like 30 people, 35.
You're litter
people?
mates. You're basically litter mates.
Yeah.
Every time, every production, every class, you're all litter mates. You're all thrown together, and the scent is there. You're all part of a pack. You belong, and that goes on forever. In the early years, of course, when you're just starting out and becoming
You need
something,
that posse.
you need all of that. And that's before all the hype of the business and before all the other craziness. You've got each other, and so that stays really strong for your whole life.
And they all, those people came to New York, the ones that are still our friends, and they became our play posse too. We would go roller skating every weekend through Central Park, all the way up and all the way around. We'd go in front of Tavern on the Green and do the slot course and skate through Central Park. I mean, that was our playground.
Yeah, 6 miles.
And when Rachel came along, we pushed her in a little umbrella stroller.
Yeah.
One of those little fold-up strollers.
I mean, skating in Central Park was one of my favorite things to do. It's spectacular. It's spectacular. How many shows did you do back then together? Do you remember?
Well, in the beginning, we just did 2 that first summer. They did 3 shows in Rep, and you did 2 of them.
Midsummer Night's Dream and Music Man.
And Music Man. I played her father in Music Man, and then I played bottom to her, to Tanya, which was the joke that
I married my ass.
She fell in love with an ass because bottom.
Bottom takes the potion, or she takes the potion.
Puck gives the potion to Tanya and turns me into an ass, and then the first person you see, you fall in love with, and it was him. It was and kind of true to life. Yes.
Acting opposite each other, how would you describe each other as an actor back then?
Well, I was intimidated by these actors that came from Ohio University because they were all so good. There were like 5 of you that summer, 5 or 6 of you, and they were all just incredible actors. And so that was, I learned a lot. I mean, it was tough, but I learned a lot from them. And then he's a wonderful actor and a great comedian, and just then he lost interest in it and started directing. And I just was always like, damn, I mean, he's just such an incredible actor, but he's a good director too. Nowadays, I would rather work with him as a director than an actor.
We did
Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
We did Cat on a Hot Tin Roof together.
And this wonderful director, Steve Williford, who directed On All My Children.
Yeah,
I knew that. Yeah.
He was in New York.
Yeah.
Great actor, great director.
He directed this production down in South Carolina.
No, North Carolina. Was it Greens?
ECU.
Yeah.
Anyway, the 2 of us, he was playing Brick. Mm-hmm. And I was playing Maggie the cat. And it was the characters don't get along either. So it was kind of.
How long ago was that?
Oh God! Well,
Rachel was 2
and
or 3.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Probably 80, sometime in 87.
Yeah.
And summer of 87.
Yeah, but I'd be doing a line or a scene, and he'd look at me and go, is that? Oh, okay. And so finally I went to Williford and I said, you got to stop him from doing that to me. And he was like, I'm not getting in the middle of that.
I also choreographed the fight scene between Brick and Maggie at the, which is just really intense. And, Brick has that crutch and he's just, it was a really amazing production. Everybody that was in it was exceptionally good. We weren't a standout. I mean, they were really good.
They were all locals, and they were really good.
They were excellent. Yeah.
And then you came in and saved a couple of productions too. Well, never mind. We won't talk about it.
No, you never know. So, when did you know this would be a lifelong match?
Well, we lived together off and on for 7 years
before we even got married. So it's really 51 years that we've.
Wow.
And it was a really fine moment for me when the decision was made, because I got up, I went into the kitchen, I started to make breakfast, and then she grabbed me and threw me up against the refrigerator and got up really close and said, "Are you going to marry me or what?"
I was ready to have a baby. So
I said, "I didn't even know you wanted to."
I love that.
Our industry is notorious for, getting married is the worst thing you could possibly do. You fight much harder for each other when you're not married, because you know that you could lose each other. But at that point, we made the next step, and she had the guts to do it.
yeah, it was so difficult.
Well, to me it was.
I mean, you have a beautiful family. Could when you think back to 1981 and getting married, could you have envisioned all of this?
Yes.
You did.
Oh, yes. Yeah, because he came from a wonderful family. I came from a very close family. I don't think there was ever a question that we weren't going to have our own family. But 5 grandkids is special.
Yeah.
And we're very lucky to have that great fortune, as well as our 3 wonderful children and their spouses, who are all incredible as well. So
yeah.
There they are.
Oh, I can't see.
What?
I can't see. He's posting a picture.
Oh yeah, I'm showing the pictures. You still
Yeah. This was just in August.
Yeah, Sophie's birthday.
Sophie's
in the
5th birthday. That was just in Chicago. We were just there for a wedding.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Crazy. Well, speaking of Rachel, when you were on The Doctors, the 2 of you played opposite each other in a triangle with Alec Baldwin. What was that like? And you had like sex scenes, right, while you were pregnant too?
Like he says.
My first bed scene in anything on camera, it's with my wife. She's almost 9 months pregnant. And,
I didn't realize that far along.
And the producers are saying, "Yeah, hey, get busy." And I'm going, first of all, this is my wife. This is my life. I'm having a hard time pretending, because it's my life. I don't necessarily want to share any of this with the rest of America.
Is that one on YouTube or on Retro TV? Has it?
Oh, sure it is.
I don't know. I've never looked for it, so
I'm sure it's on Retro or wherever they're doing that now. I don't know if it's aired yet, because that was towards the end of I think The Doctors maybe lasted another 6 months.
Oh, after that.
Split. Yeah.
Well, we came back for a reunion show with Rachel.
Right.
And we have pictures of Rachel
that was when it was
sitting in the makeup chair, getting made up and all that. So that was, so it was probably, 6 months later. Yeah. They totally pulled the plug on everything there. They had a lot of on-air faux pas that they never bothered to edit out. It was,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actress calling for a line.
Yeah.
In the middle of a scene, and it went out on the air. They didn't care. It was done.
And that wasn't live, right?
It was live to tape. So they counted down the commercial slugs, and it cost them, they would say, every time you blow a line and we have to stop, it's a $1,500 edit. They have to cut and splice the tape, literally cut it. And,
pre-digital.
Yeah. So they didn't like it when you screwed up your lines. So I knew everybody's lines, I wasn't stopping.
That doesn't surprise me. Did you always find it easy to memorize back, when you first started on One Life and then Doctors?
It came pretty easily to me, but I worked on it. I mean, we laugh about my routine when I was on Guiding Light and doing, 90 pages of dialogue a day. I would have dinner with the kids and I'd be like, okay, I'm going up to the bath, and I would go sit in the bathtub with my script. But I also had the commute. I was commuting more on the bus then too. So
You could study.
I had that 40 minutes on the bus to, really nail it. And we had more time. I don't know if I could do, I'm so thrilled seeing Erica on One Life, Erica Slezak on One.
Wasn't that great?
She looks so good, and I'm so for, and I know that had to be pure hell, because I know General Hospital, I know how it works, and that I'm sure had to be hell for her. But I was telling AC, it's just so comforting to see her on camera, in these scenes with that kid Gio, who was.
I just saw that yesterday. Yeah.
So,
he's just so good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good. Did you see him do that? Love him.
I love the two young actors together on that show. So.
Yes. And Erica and Jane together.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's money.
I mean, I could watch that for an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're right, because, she probably was only out there for a short period, right? Mm-hmm. So she probably did so much.
Yeah. Pages and pages.
Can't even imagine.
More, you have to track down your actor when they're in the bathroom to run lines. I mean, it's like there's no time.
Yeah, it really is something. What was it like working with Alec back then, the three of you? And did you all hit it off from the get-go?
It was his first gig.
Yeah.
He was so sweet and so kind, and I was going off to do a series in London, so we had already become friends, and I just said, I'm gone to do a pilot, take care of my wife, and he did. And he did. He would run up to the commissary to get her a
egg salad sandwich.
Yeah, all of that.
Pickles.
And then when the show was, when I came back, and then the three of us acting together, that part was easy. Because we were close already and made it work. There's no escaping the fact that he's a brilliant actor. You knew he was talented from the get-go.
Yeah.
So
there's a few of them that you've all worked with. There's a few of them. There's a few. If I know Kim, you prefer to direct with AC, but if you could pick something to do, what would it be? Acting.
Well, we saw a production of something that would be great fun to do with him. I don't know if either one of us would be capable of doing it, but the gin game.
Ooh.
I would love to do the gin game with him.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll do it in Michigan.
We'll start.
We should
start memorizing,
learning it now.
Learning the lines now. Do that every day.
Yeah. I would love to do that with him. Or Henry Fonda and Katharine Hepburn on Golden Pond.
On Golden Pond.
We could do that too.
Norman.
Norman.
Yeah, we start learning that now too. Yeah.
I can only imagine what it's like, the two of you in the house going off like this all the time.
Don't. We're very quiet people.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Kim, take us back to, Guiding Light, creating Reva. What was on the page versus what you sort of insisted on bringing from day one?
Oh, wow. I didn't really have to insist on bringing anything. I mean, it was on the page. I mean, it was Pam Long and Jay Hammer, I mean, it was, and Steve, was writing as well then. And Jeff Ryder.
Yeah,
Jeff Ryder was all these fabulous writers creating this character for me. As far as, I mean, Pam and I used to fight about things all the time, much to Joe Wilmore, who was the executive producer at the time.
That was later.
Yeah, that was later. We when things started getting
Well,
crazy.
you'd already been the typical soap loop. Been everything 3 times.
Repeating
so now you were
storylines
trying to-
and I got sick of, every new guy that came on the show, they would drink the water and fall in love with Reva. Like the new actor would come on the show and I'd say, you'll be in love with me in about 3 weeks. No matter how old they were. I remember saying that to Terrell Anthony. And he said, no, that can't happen. I'm your brother. And I said, this is a soap opera, honey.
Oh, God, I can only imagine his reaction, too.
He was such a proper gentleman,
Yeah, totally. AC, from the different roles you've had, what role would you say challenged you most? On TV.
Oh, nothing on TV. But no, I've, always theater, not TV. You never get cast on television to do anything you can't do, while you're having your lunch. I mean, they don't trust you to do any of it. I mean, I did find out in acting on television, because the camera types you out differently than the theater, that, I could be a bad guy or a jerk on camera much more so than in the theater. But other than that, no. The biggest challenge for me was the fact that I came to everything late. So and I looked younger than my age, and so I was being cast younger than my age for a long time, until the camera must have gotten too close one of the takes, and they said, "Wait a second," and so
then it was get me a younger AC Weary.
Actually in the breakdown, the casting breakdown, and the casting director showed it to me, that, wow, you're you should be happy, it's, you're named in this character breakdown.
Oh my God.
Oh, well,
that's Los Angeles for you.
I mean, this industry really is for strong people.
No, you work everywhere and you get paid in LA. But really, challenging wise, everything has been in the theater. It's just the way it is. Yeah. Next question.
Kim, what's your favorite performance of AC's?
Oh, I remember seeing him do. Well, there's been many, but when you played all the characters.
Oh. Yeah.
Greater Tuna.
Yeah,
Greater Tuna. He played like 20 characters, no. 10 characters.
I think it was 8, but yeah.
And I was just like, because I'd seen him do a lot of stuff, and to see him do that, I saw things that I'd never. You can always pick. Oh, that's a Meryl Streep. But you usually can always see the person in the roles, but there were characters that he did in Greater Tuna that I have never seen before. It was great. That was good. And Tooth of Crime, when you played the rock star, you were fantastic in that too.
Sam Shepard's Tooth of Crime. I got to do that twice.
Oh, wow.
And that was really challenging and very rewarding. And I got to do that at the West Beth Theater in New York after doing it as a weekend performance at Ohio University. And the guy who directed it, Billy Hoffman, was part of the West Beth Theater Company, and he resurrected the whole thing. And it was a great experience. That was really fun, really challenging, but really fun.
Yeah. Well, I really hope to see you both on stage again. I mean, I've never seen you on stage, AC. I would love that. Love that. Kim, so many fans here because of Reva. Was there a moment when you realized, you were connecting with the audience, like you were really like an electric connection to the fans of Guiding Light?
Well, early on, they hated me. It was tough because the Lewis family came in with such, I mean, the Lewises kind of took over the show for a while, and Bowers kind of got backburnered, and there were a lot of people that were really upset about that. So, early on, I had to deal with a lot of animosity, some animosity. People liked watching me, but I was getting too much airtime. I was,
Mhm.
I was just, working with everyone, and people were upset that the Bowers kind of got backburnered. And the Reardons kind of disappeared too. So
Yeah.
the Shaynes and the Lewises kind of came on with such a force and that was Pam. I mean, Pam loved those people. And so that was tough, and it took the fans, I think, a while. I mean, maybe they would disagree with me, but it took them a while to really understand that all she wanted was to be loved and appreciated for who she was, and hell, what did it say? Hell be damned. Hell be damned.
Something like
Damn
that.
the torpedoes.
Many fans are saying we loved you from day one.
Oh, well, that's lovely, but you should have read my fan mail.
AC, as someone who watched it, what do you think, watching Kim do this, what do you think she tapped into that made Reva so iconic for all these years?
Well, she's fearless. And she has and this passion inside her when she plays any character that allows her to just jump in and go. And that character, out of all the characters she played before in daytime on camera, even in the theater, that allowed her to be the most who she is. And then you saw it come out. I mean, it was scary in the beginning because Pam was also full speed ahead and was very demanding in the writing, and of course Kim is going to match it and take it further. And so it was a roller coaster ride for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd watch it and then I'd not want to watch it because I know the demands of the day to day and everything. But she would show up and she would do it, and she'd find a way to, even when it, didn't right, she'd still make it work. And then, and then she said, "You don't have to watch every day." Say, "I want you to watch this," and I would go, and I'd watch it, and sure enough, she was right, and that was really awesome. But it was really exhausting for me because there was so much of her was in it that I thought it was dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But
and she worked her ass off. I mean, like she was saying, saying goodnight to the kids and going upstairs to the bathroom. You really didn't get but you didn't really get a break. I mean, you worked a lot. I mean,
that's another thing that I have to. He is the best daddy a family could ever ask for. He really he made a lot of sacrifices to be there for our children, and it wasn't
a sacrifice. It was a sacrifice.
It was very rewarding for you.
Stuff. We were all in the bonus round. It was all great.
Very rewarding for you as well, I am sure.
Mm-hmm.
I am sure. Well, Kim, tomorrow night are the Daytime Emmys, 52nd annual Emmys. Thinking about your wins, your nominations, is there one submission that you felt maybe was the riskiest, and why?
Well, yeah, it was the clone storyline. I submitted that tape, and that was the year I think they gave it to Susan Lucci.
It was.
And I just was so proud of the work I did in that storyline, and I really I thought I had it, in the bag, and that was not to be, but that's okay. I still appreciated the work I did with that storyline, and
oh my God, you should. You should. Where are those 4 Emmys?
Oh, they're sitting. I'm looking right at them.
I love that. I asked Justin Dees that. He gave them to the movers.
No, they're not quite Justin Dees, but
And on the stairway to the attic.
I asked Justin where he said we moved from Montclair to the city. The movers took them.
Oh, seriously?
They're just
Yes.
It's in storage.
No, they used to be on the staircase up to the
going up
floor,
to their third floor.
Oh,
bump, 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 bump. One broken.
Yeah.
That's amazing. AC, take us back though to the first win. Kim in the hair. What do you remember from that night?
Well,
my mom and dad and my sister and her husband.
Yeah, and that was back when everybody was in the room and it was very low key. And it was really fun to see everybody that you knew from all the shows, because there was no network division back then. It was just daytime. And everything was great, and I, no one had any feelings that it was going to because she was up against
Strasser,
the greats. And so we were very relaxed.
Yes, very. That's why when they said, "Do you want to do something funky with your hair?" I was like, "Sure,
yeah, sure, why not? Why not?"
Lewis just said that hair and put a smiley face.
Who did?
One of the fans, Lewis, said that hair.
Yeah. I think I've mentioned this before. People were handing me pieces of my hair all night because they were little clips.
That were falling out.
That were falling out.
And your shoes fell off going up, right?
Pardon me?
Your shoes fell off when you were going up the stairs, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I took them off because I knew I could get up those steps with the stilettos that I had.
That's a recurring theme. Every time we'd go to the Emmys, she would wear some ridiculous heels, and then she'd be barefoot the rest of the night. I mean, that's just,
and on the dance floor. Definitely on the dance floor. Let's talk about your 3 kids, Rachel, Max, Jake, the 5 grandchildren, spouses. What traditions or little rituals anchor the Weary family?
Well, we always try to be together at Christmas. And last year, of course, we all celebrated. We rented a house up in the Berkshires and celebrated my 70th birthday, and we were all together in one house, and that was great. As far as traditions, it's tough because they're kind of spread out, so we don't get a lot of time as a group. But we
better now because they're on the East Coast.
And
Jake's not in LA anymore.
We usually trick or treat with Vincent and Reed and Rachel and Brian, but now we're getting pressure because Jake and Vera want us to trick or treat with Zaza in Brooklyn this year.
So we'll be in Brooklyn.
So we're going to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Because they also know we leave to go to Taos for 3-4 months. And so everybody's jockeying for position to spend time with us before we take off. So
what are you called?
I'm Yaya, which it is Greek for grandma. I never knew that.
Yeah.
And you're a combination.
I'm Pal or Ba. If they can't say Pal, they call me Ba.
And I was supposed to be JoJo, but Vincent couldn't say JoJo, so it became Yaya. When they refer to us together, it's Yaya Ba.
Yeah.
We're one.
Yeah.
We're one.
And is Ba grandparent in a language?
No, it's my grandfather.
Is Pal.
Was Pal.
And they couldn't say Pal, so it became Ba.
Ba. But as an homage to my mom's dad, who I was very close to. So that's.
They say Pal. Every time we walk in the door, I usually walk in first, and they're always like, "Where's Pal?"
Selena just asked, are you dressing up?
Are we
Oh,
dressing
yeah,
up?
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yes.
what?
I'm going to wear the same thing I wore last year because it was just too much fun. It was a big pink flamingo that I could walk in. That
She
the flamingo is around me,
riding a pink flamingo.
riding. Yes.
Riding through Brooklyn.
I don't know yet.
Last year he was an astronaut being carried away by an alien.
Right.
And what is Zaza going to be?
We don't know
We don't
yet.
know.
But Vincent Reed is being Spider-Man, and Vincent is being Darth Vader. He has a great Darth Vader costume. He wanted to be the
You can fast forward through all this.
K-pop
No.
Top Demon Hunters. Do you know that show at all?
Oh yeah. I've heard of it. Yeah.
One of those guys, but he decided he really liked the Darth Vader costume. So, and we don't know what Sophie and Nina are going to be yet either.
So there you are.
I mean, it's got to be just pure fun for the two of you.
And exhausting.
Yeah, that too. Well, especially if you have to watch all of them.
No, it's a balance, but obviously we love it.
Yes.
But it is exhausting. And
I can't even imagine. But this
Gotta
time
keep-
you get to give them back.
If we spend the day with them, we get back here, we're like, night. I'm gonna have a glass of wine and go to bed.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Well, let's talk about Jake following in your footsteps. When did you really know that he would pursue this? I know he, when you were on Guiding Light, he said, you told me he wanted to be an actor, but I mean, did you know it that young that he would really venture out?
Not really, but he was talented. They made home movies, and he was.
Yeah, I remember that.
We made a lot of home movies.
Yeah.
Little funny shows and movies. Yeah, and he really liked it. So, but we tried to dissuade.
It's Alan's fault.
Yeah, Jake. He had the right name.
It's a good thing it worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. What is it like in the Weary household when you're watching Animal Kingdom and the Waterfront when your son is on that screen?
Oh, we're very proud.
Proud.
Very proud. Of
Proud.
I mean, he's
such a good actor. We're very proud of him.
He's better than us.
He's much better than we are.
He's much better than us.
He's a much better actor than either one of us put together.
Yeah.
He's just he's doing so many different characters now too that he doesn't just stick with one. He doesn't care that he doesn't really want to be the leading man. He likes the character work.
Does so much indie work. He just, if somebody has an idea, they make enough money to or put it together that they're going to do the movie, and they asked him to do it. And if he likes the script, he does it. He'll do it. So I mean, he's always out there. He's always working. And fortunately, he bounces that off with something like the Waterfront that'll pay for a couple of years. And
couldn't believe it wasn't picked up. It was so good.
Yeah, it's you never know.
I know it's a crapshoot.
They have so much content. Netflix has just so much content.
Yeah.
That if you don't do those numbers in the first 2 weeks,
it's a really good role for him to do, though, and for people to see him do, because it's a character that's different. Yeah, it's more leading mainstream nighttime television. So
and having two shows in the top 10 on Netflix at the same time.
Well, he was also the number one looked at. What's the word I'm looking for?
Searched actor on IMDb.
On IMDb
for a month.
He was over Brad Pitt, over everybody. He was the number one.
So it did its job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good.
Not proud at all.
Wow. That's incredible. Speaking of sons, your on-screen son, are you watching Tom in Task?
We've watched two,
Yeah,
but
he is.
it's
We've more
on
than
a
that. It's
I don't
it's intense. You have to take a little bit at a time.
You
yeah.
do. My friend asked me, he's like, was this week's as intense just as the show was going on? And I said, because he has anxiety, and I'm like, yeah, maybe don't watch it tonight, because it was.
Yeah, we haven't seen, but our son Max is a huge fan of Task, loves the show, you know.
Yeah.
Great cast
Yeah.
again. So many
Yeah.
great. I mean,
Yep.
what did I know? Did you? I forget. You didn't pick Tom.
No, I went into the control room and I said, I like them all except for the last guy. I don't know. He's doing an impersonation of Keanu Reeves or something. I don't know what he's
That's what
doing.
I thought.
And
Yeah.
Allie, he scared me. He scared me to death. And I was like, you know, anybody but, and I think that's why they went ahead and they cast him. They said, let's really scare her. We were good together though. I mean, it was.
Oh my God.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, my hope is that he and Jake may someday work together. Yeah,
That would be amazing.
They're friends. They've hung out.
They've talked because they've been on the same project a couple of times, so they've shared
Commiserated.
shared notes about.
It's nice to see Tom so happy. It looks like he's.
Oh my God! You know,
right? It looks like he's got his. Yeah, he's got his stuff together. Do you have? I don't know if. Do you have a favorite performance of Jake's, like an episode of Animal or Waterfront that you were like, wow?
Well, my favorite was one of the last of Animal Kingdoms with he and Ben Robeson on the hillside when he's holding his brother. That whole episode with him and Sean and Ben Robeson, all the brothers in that house. They know they're, you know, it's a
fait accompli.
Yeah, they know chances are they're not going to make it out alive. And oh yeah, that killed me. That I was. Just like,
I love that show.
Yeah.
Loved that show. Everybody on that show.
Yeah.
What are you watching currently?
Well, I'm watching Chad Powers.
That's the Glenn somebody Powell, right? I heard it's pretty good.
Kind of like Ted Lasso.
So is it a comedy?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, very much so. But it's like Ted Lasso in that there's very touching moments. You know, there's a lot of moments where you go, oh, you kind of, oh. And what else have we been watching?
Oh,
I was late to the Pit.
What?
The Pit. I was late to the Pit.
Oh my God. Yeah. We love the Pit.
First rate.
Yeah.
First rate.
I've never seen a show like, I mean,
yeah.
I like that's one show I really feel like I understand, like casting winning an award, because those people must have had to do things in their audition to get that.
Well, they all won Emmys, you know, all three of them won Emmys.
What was the other show? I didn't hear you say the other one.
Only Murders. We watch Only Murders.
Oh yeah. So easy and so fun.
Correct.
Well, and I loved Adolescence. He couldn't watch it. It was too raw for him. So, but I loved that show. Another great cast doing really good work.
Loved it.
I don't know. I just can't think right now of all the.
I mean, like you said, there's so much content. AC, as an actor, director, teacher, what note do you give young actors most that you wish you had early on?
To get power.
For on camera, if you think it, they will get it. If you really feel it, they will understand it. Don't, you know, that transition between stage to camera. No one taught camera when I was, you know, growing up or at OU. I directed a couple of films and I learned some stuff from that, but it was a hard transition to learn how to act for the camera, that the camera was so close that you just didn't have to do anything stage. And so that was the thing that I wish somebody had told me. Most of these kids have all grown up shooting movies of each other on their phones, so they don't need that. So that's not going to help them. But
You know where the charger?
why is it going out?
Yeah, it says.
Oh, that may be about time for us to leave.
No.
Well, how much time you got? No, we're almost at the end.
I don't know.
How much time do you think we're going to be here?
You're
I'll plug it in. See you later.
Oh, fans were asking, and I assume you do because you just said it about Erica Slezak. Do you watch some of the shows that are just general?
And I do watch it. I watch it every day. I look forward to it.
I never watched it, Kim, until Jackie Zeman died, and I've been watching since that moment. And I really think they do a pretty great job.
They have a wonderful cast of young actors too. I mean, whoever casting that show does an incredible job.
Mark Teschner.
Oh, still, yeah. I mean,
I loved yesterday with the coven of ladies.
That was hysterical.
Hysterical, right?
You know, and I like it because they do so. I mean, every day is like a red herring. You know, I mean, every day is a cliffhanger. I mean, is like
correct, right? Which is what soaps
storylines going on, and you don't know where anything's going, and then they step away from it for a day, and then you forget. Oh yeah, I wanted to know. You know, when the money's going to be transferred. You know, all that stuff. No, I'm hooked. I look forward.
And so many of our people are there.
Now I know how our fans felt looking forward to, and when it's preempted. You know, it's like, really?
So are you watching it on Hulu or are you watching it on TV?
Oh, I record it and watch it, you know, usually at night when AC goes to bed, and I'll
DVR type thing.
I'll watch it and he'll sit down and maybe ask too many questions.
That's what Ray would say about me too. I pause too much. And I asked too many questions.
Right.
One of the fans were asking too, since you mentioned Erica, what was it like working with her back then?
Oh, it was the best, right? I mean, it was
so good.
She was so giving and patient and interesting to watch her face work, her face work, you know, move. And her managing of her words and her dialogue, the way she spoke. And
I didn't watch her enough, you know, back then at all. But you know, I've seen things. Before I let you go, who would you say, like mentor-wise, are there mentors that helped shape both of you, helped your path?
Oh yeah.
Well, early on for me, I had two professors in college, Don Finn and John Taami, were my two college professors that really pushed me and challenged me. And then I had so many wonderful people that I worked with on the soaps, on all soaps. God,
too many to name.
I can think of her character, Lucinda.
Elizabeth
Hubbard and Jada Rollins on, you know, on the doctors and Beverly McKinsey and Larry Gates and Jordan Clark, you know, I mean, Robert Newman, you know, I was a very lucky girl to work with the people I worked with and learned from.
Mm-hmm.
But
did you keep in touch with those teachers, those professors?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Well, one of them's passed.
One's passed. The other one is actually doing a book,
book.
About the history of the summer theater where we met. So
That's amazing.
You're using a picture of us from Midsummer Night's
That's
Dream,
right, that's
potentially on the cover.
Yeah.
So
Connect us. He'll have to come talk to me about the book.
yeah.
He
He has some great
he's,
stories.
He's terrific.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I love that. And for UAC mentors?
I mentioned him, Bob Hobbs. He kind of set me free. He taught me the process of acting and all the other teachers I had at Ohio University were, really, really strong. And then, in terms of meeting John and Don at Oak College, that was a professional situation that they gave you all of this freedom and protected you as a director would in order to get the performance they wanted. But it was a big audience. I mean, we performed in front of packed houses for the whole summer, and so it let you know what the theater could be.
Yeah.
And they created it. And so the combination of those two situations launched us out into the world. And we said, yeah, we can do this. That's a huge thing.
The power of good teachers and educators.
Yeah.
It's
And the power of bad ones too.
Yeah, true. But they really could lead you to great things. They care so many, and that's why I love asking that and saying their names for people, because I do. Without some of them, we'd all be nowhere.
Right.
That's right.
And you must think of that, having 5 kids going about to,
Yeah. Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Thank you both.
Our pleasure.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It wasn't.
Cheers to more good health. Cheers to more good health.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Thank
cheers.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alan.
Alan.
Thanks
so
to the
sweet.
fans who are watching and following.
Yeah.
Here's to you, to the fans.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love to Ray.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye. Say hello to the fam.
Will do.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks everybody for watching. AC Weary and Kim Zimmer, everybody. Please join me next Thursday, October 23rd at 7:30 when I welcome Emmy-nominated actress and best-selling author Victoria Rowell. She will revisit her iconic role as Drusilla on Y&R, her CBS legacy, her philanthropy, and her memoir, The Women Who Raised Me. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, please stay safe and have a great, great weekend.